Again, when you do these things, you can't stress about them. Just it is what it is. Go to the gym. Now don't start stressing about everything you're doing in the gym or not doing in the gym. Okay. These can't be stressors either. They've got to be just what they are. So you got to find something that's a non-stressor. You got to find something that's just going to be a complete relief. Okay. So maybe it's sleep. Maybe it's a nap. Maybe it's some type of movement. Maybe it's a dance. Maybe you throw on something in your room and you just dance to it. Who cares? It's just your time. A lot of times when I do this, the podcast, it takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, but in reality, it's my reset sometimes because it's something I enjoy doing. And half the time, to be honest, when I'm talking to myself. I'm going through these things. I've had many times here recently in this past school year that I'm just like, man, I'm starting to get to this point here. And there's times where students will come up and need extra time. I'm just like, I don't have extra time. Or class ends and I bolt. Hey, goodbye. Class is over. Get the hell out of here. I'm out of here. Boom. And I'm gone before even the students are gone. Well, not really, but that's my mentality because like I need to reset. And sometimes the podcast is like a reset. But a lot of times I'm just talking about myself. I'm talking to myself through all this stuff. So types of recovery. Let's get back to that. Physical, maybe sleep, movement. Mental, quiet, no stimulation. And see, that's the problem I have because I'm always listening to music or something, even in the car driving. In fact, it was the other night. I was coming home after a night class and it was, dark out, obviously, because it was night. But I mean, it was like I just didn't turn the radio on. For some reason, the radio was off and it just didn't come on. And I didn't think about it. My mind was, and I got home. I was like, oh, yeah, I never really had the radio on. But sometimes that's nice when you have that quiet. And then maybe you just have your emotional space away from other people's problems. And those could be some types of recovery. You have silence, you have stillness, you have detachment. And then maybe you've got to develop some self-awareness, self-monitor your emotional state. And if you do that, maybe you're less likely to experience severe compassion fatigue. Again, I reiterate it, bring it up again. The warning signs: increased irritability, emotional numbness, avoidance of people, feeling overwhelmed by small issues. Got to watch for those because they can creep up on us. And they start little, and if we don't catch them, all of a sudden now they're a big problem. Kind of like a little cavity turns into a root canal if we don't take care of it, right? So, daily check-ins with ourselves. What is my emotional energy level today? 1 through 10. Maybe 1, the energy level is low. 10, maybe it's great. Maybe like to journal, write things down, identify patterns of low overload. You got to protect your energy. Not every problem deserves your full emotional investment. Sometimes it is what it is. We got to balance empathy with objectivity. We can have detached concern where, yes, we're concerned, but we're also like, okay, I'm the guiding you through this. That's my role, but I don't have to be physically invested. Kind of like, okay, why don't you try doing this, have some XYZ time, do this, and then let them go handle it. So you're maintaining that you're caring, but you're not carrying this particular burden because it doesn't require it. And then you have to maintain emotional stability because too much empathy is emotional flooding.